Welcome back, fellow citizens of Jar, to Deron for Super President. This is the show in which we try to build our own country, take over the entire universe, and fix all of the universe's problems. If that sounds like something you think you might like, please hit the subscribe button down below to be counted as a citizen and to join us on our path to glory. I've had a recent comment on my channel saying, why don't we try to buy Greenland? So I decided I would look into how much I could offer to buy Greenland, other than 2 nickels. Let's find out. Now, first off, if the American government were to purchase all of Greenland in a way that they would legally be able to, apparently the Washington Post thought it would be between 200 million and 1.7 trillion. It's kind of like your English teacher telling you that your grade is somewhere between an F- and an A-. It doesn't help very much. Their middle estimate being 42.6 billion. Now you might say, why should I go and buy all the land in Greenland? Why not just buy it? One house, one blade of grass at a time, and we will crawl across the land with our money and pennies, scraping up footage. Problem being that the land is not owned by citizens, apparently. So in Greenland, you can't. Is the correct answer. All land in Greenland is owned by the government, and you must be selected to win the land via a lottery. If I've learned anything in my travels across the world through world domination, I've learned that the lottery is a fickle thing that does not give me Greenland. Or at least not all of Greenland, unfortunately. So I said to myself, well, if that's the big leagues, what neighbor's house can I buy? So we're going to Iceland instead. Now, the first step to buying land in Iceland is technically you have to live in Iceland. Housing Financial Fund claims that the EEA citizens who are legally domiciled in Iceland can purchase real estate like any natural-born citizen. So I really just have to apply to the Icelandic Directorate of Immigration, and then I can live in the cold place and look at the cool ice, which is the name of my new drink. Super President, cool ice. Melted glacier water and some dirt. Now you might be thinking, cool, now that I live in Iceland, I can buy Iceland, right? Well, the problem is that apparently, unlike Greenland, Iceland is not a package deal. You will have to buy it, blade by blade of grass on ground. So here we go. Starting in the large cities, we're going to talk about Reykjavik. Now the issue is Reykjavik is very big and has a lot of the population and is expensive. Now it can be up to $7,000 per square meter. Now if you go and do the math, which I didn't, I googled, but I'm going to tell you I did, Reykjavik is a square footage of 274.5 million meters squared. At 7,000 per meter, that's $1.9 trillion. So already more than just to buy one city is more than all of Greenland. This is why millennials can't buy countries or houses. You guys know that, right? We really need to make countries be more affordable for those who have less, like me. I want to buy. If you want to sell me your country on the pennies on the dollar, call me up. I'm Deron. We buy gold. Just dial 1-800-801-800. $1.9 trillion has gone by, and we own Reykjavik. Yeah, how expensive could the rest of it be? So the New York Times in September of 2019 managed to find a 17-acre house in Iceland going for about $1 million, and this is about 70 miles east of Reykjavik. So I'm going to take that as a bit of an average, I know, not super realistic, but you know, we have Reykjavik, so that's the cities added up. So we'll go with the country being about $1 million per 17 acres. How big is Iceland? Why, it's 25.45 million acres, or $1.49 trillion. Now, what my calculator app will tell me is that you could technically buy the entirety of Iceland for $3.39 trillion if you live there and were allowed and people would let you. Those are the market rates required. Which is kind of annoying, because if I could theoretically get Greenland for $44 billion and Iceland's gonna cost me $3.39 trillion, in this case it kind of feels like going to Quiznos instead of Subway, where you end up paying a lot more for a slightly smaller, slightly fancier sandwich. I know nothing about Iceland, Greenland, interpersonal conflicts, and politics, so don't be too mean in the comments if you live there. So unfortunately, at least for today, those big islands that not many people live in will be out of our economic reach, which if I could I would buy, but I can't, so I won't. At least for now. It was a good thought experiment, and this was a good, fun, quick episode for me to film where I finished my Christmas shopping far too close to Christmas. So this has been your super presidential candidate Deron, signing off for Saturday, saying welcome to Jar. Jar takes all kinds, and the battery on my light just died. You are family now. Don't forget to check down below in that description for links to fun things, and I will leave you, as always, with our viewer-submitted motto for Jar, which is, we are Jar. If you love Jar, you love us. See you Monday.
This episode is brought to you by Luke, and also Rachel, who, if I could buy them, I couldn't, because their worth is priceless. And my worth is not that much per month, I'll be honest.